All right, welcome back to LearnWire. It's been a long time since I've done a Scalenut video, so we are going to be looking at Scalenut. It's been probably a couple months since I've really been using the tool. I have so many tools, and that's part of the reason why it's really hard to favorite a tool, to be honest with you. I have a lot of tools that I'm using, a lot of paid monthly tools. Scalenut is one of those. So we're going to be looking at this one, kind of diving in and checking out some of the new features. But before we do that, I actually want to let you know that Scalenut does have an Easter sale right now. It's actually been available for about a week now, but it is going until April 10th. So you'll have a few days left to go and check it out, sign up a new account. You can sign up and test it out for free, but you can sign up and get a 50% off any of the annual plans. And they're actually 2xing the limits. And that's only for the Easter discount. So they're going to give you twice as much as far as, the amount of limits that they're going to give you and so forth. So, you can see the pricing right here. You can click the link below, to go. And, I like the way that they do this because it's basically the live Easter offer. You don't have to put in any code or anything like that. It just goes away on April 11th. The offer will go away. So if you want to go check out Scalenut, then the link will be below. All right, so let's jump in real quick. So I'm going to go grab a keyword. Just for fun today, I didn't use a keyword tool. I just typed in what is the best way. And then study came up. So then I selected that one, and then it was study for an exam. So realistically, this would be pretty hard to rank for, but I do think that this is going to be a good keyword to test the quality of Scalenut right now. And then also when we scroll down here, you will be able to see that there is a couple weaknesses, like right here, Shorelight is only a DA of 38. So, and then there's a DA of 32 right here. So there actually is a way that you could actually rank. And then there's a DA 33 right there. So you definitely need a domain authority of 30 or higher in order to rank in the top 10 for this particular keyword. It's probably a very competitive, because you're talking about like colleges and different things like that, and a lot of money for this kind of keyword. So let's go in here, and one of the features, I want to use the blog outline creator first before we jump in and use the cruise mode, and then we'll test out the AI detection just to see where it, what it comes up with right now. And like I said, we use those with a grain of salt when we use originality and so forth to test AI detection, because AI detection is really not a thing too much anymore, because Google has officially announced publicly that they don't care if you use AI content, but it's going to be a matter of the quality of the content and the usefulness and helpfulness of the content. But, at the end of the day, I actually do think that the more unique your content is, and if it can pass as human readable, then that just gives it that much more of an edge. And how do we know that Google doesn't secretly have in their algorithm that they actually are using their own proprietary AI detection tool? And so forth, right? So I think it's always better to kind of be a little cautious, and it's not going to hurt you in the future, in 6 months or a year when Google decides that they don't like AI content, right? And so forth, right? So we're going to go in here, and I want to use, before we do that, I'll just quickly show, for those of you that are new to Scalenut, they have a ton of tools. We can go over here and click on templates, and they have a plethora of and it's all separated by these major categories over here. But look at all the different writing templates that they have right here. It's a ton. So I'm going to go back over here and just go back to the dashboard and go to the blog outline creator. And I want to put that keyword in right here. And I'm just going to put right here, this would give it more context. Let's just say we have a blog that gives the best exam study tips and tricks on the internet. We teach students how they can prep for exams and not feel stressed going into exam day. Something like that, right? We gave the AI more context right there. So I'm going to say generate. And so this, I believe, is a new feature. I know that they had reached out in an email, let me know that there are some, I mean, they've always had outlines, but I believe that this is either a newer version of the blog outline creator, or they're coming out with soon. They're coming out with a advanced AI content AI outline generator tool. So I will verify that, and if they do have another tool coming out that specifically creates amazing outlines, then I will do a video on that. Okay, so we have a couple different results right here. So importance of effective studying for exams, creating a study schedule, utilizing active. So both of these look really, really good. So we could just add this to the editor, and you could actually start writing right here. You can actually start writing your article right here. But you could take this outline right here, and you could actually go and use other tools, ChatGPT if you wanted to, and so forth. And because you're getting some really good outlines right here. Right, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of copy this for fun and put it in a notepad, just to kind of, because we might want to use this one actually. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to go back over to the dashboard. We're going to go and create an article in 5 minutes. And we're going to go back and grab our keyword that we're going for right here, and go back into Scalenut and throw that in right there. And then it's going to give you a bunch of different other topics that you could, and I really like this part because we could get in specifically for CPA exams, final exams, and so forth. But we're going to keep it broad right now at the exam level, and then just going to push start. So it is generating our competition overview right now. This means that it's going out and analyzing all the top 10 to 30 results on Google, bringing back all the data, the ranking factors, the NLP terms, the amount of content is on each page, and so forth, right? So it helps us build more of a game plan for how we need to create our content, how much content we need, and how much SEO we need to do to our content. And it also is giving us that it takes around 60 seconds for this keyword. It's already fetched the outlines of all those topics as well. And now it's extracting related key terms. Those are the NLP. And then fetching frequently asked questions. These are important to add to the end of your topic, to your content. And here we go. So your SEO report is ready. Click on the create title to proceed. So we'll click on that. And here is the wizard. You're going to get this advanced wizard. And by the time you're done creating this, you're going to have this massive piece of content, right? So let's see right over here. We can check the top ranked titles as well. How to study for exams. How to study for exams is really the one that is getting the most. What is the best way to study for an exam? So I don't know if that should be our blog title or not, but that's what we're going to do because that's the keyword that we picked. And I'm going to follow kind of SEO 101, which is we want to go after this keyword. So that's what we're going to be using. That's the title we're going with, and create outline. So it's going to go and use the wizard that's built inside of cruise mode to create our outline. It's going to have suggestions over here on the left-hand side that are already ready to go right here. And then you have explored top ranked outlines over here. We can add more to it if we wanted to. I'm going to go with what they've already created, effective study techniques. The AI is already really good at creating, but it looks like we need to add 10 more. So we will wait, explore top ranked articles right here. And I'm going to see if it says join study group over here. I don't see that. So that would be a great one right there. So we're going to say, and then take practice tests. I don't know if that one is one under here. So we're going to go, all you have to do is left click, make flashcards, join a study group, create your own study guide, memorization techniques. That's great as well. Make sure to attend the review session, take breaks. And you can see up here, we're at 27 out of 30. So we just need a couple more. So really, I'm going to go over here and add a couple of questions. What is the best study method for exams? How can I study fast and remember well for exams? I'm going to add that. Is 2 days enough to study for an exam? How can I study faster without forgetting? We'll put that one in as well. What is the most effective way? How I am going to prepare for final exams? And we'll just add this one as well. All right, so we added 4 questions right there. And then the conclusion and call to action. So now we're going to generate our talking points right here. It's very intuitive. It's not necessarily, I wouldn't consider Scalenut a one-click creator, because it is taking us through all these steps where we are kind of feeding it. We're taking our time looking at what it's going to write for us before. And I think that this is the best way, if you really want high quality content, this is the best way to do it, because right now we can look at all the talking points of what the AI came up with and what it's going to talk about. You're going to want to read through all these and then look at the topic that it is related to and see if it makes sense. Does it make logical sense that those fall under that category? And if you would probably naturally kind of come up with that and talk on that as well. So it gives you an opportunity to take the AI into different sections, right? And before you get your ultimate like content creation, you can really prep the tool first before saying, okay, now create the article. And I think that that's why they do it this way. And so, yeah, this is a little bit similar to Copy AI, and recently, the other software that I reviewed, which is called Marmoff right there. That one was, similar to Copy AI and this as well, which it does do talking points. So I do think that this is unique and a really good way of writing the content with AI. And it's telling us we have a suggested word count of 3,300 to 3,500 right here. And you'll see when we're done right here. I mean, this is a giant piece of content. I don't think we're gonna have any problem hitting that 3,300 word mark. And I like that the AI is taking one section, one H2 right here, and then it's going out and creating talking points that are related to this and related to the overall topic at hand. So you're just going to get a more laser focused, well-organized article. Okay, so we have our talking points right here. You can add more talking points to any place right here. You can actually add more AI suggestions as well. So I suggest spending 5-10 minutes going through this, just seeing if there's anything in there that doesn't make sense. You can just easily remove it by just hitting the trash can right here. And you can see right here, it's literally gathering this from sources right here. Really, really good stuff we've got going on here. And then when you're ready, you can actually explore statistics. Let's just see right there. So it's actually going to give us even more statistics that we could add into our content as well. But I'm going to trust that these topics right here already kind of covered a lot of the most important stuff. And then we can go ahead and generate our content. So now it's going to go and generate our content. I will pause the video and we'll be back. I'll let you see how it works. So it created our introductions right here. Now it's talking about the understanding the study cycle right here. And now it's going to go and start writing the importance of planning and prioritization right there. Really good. But this is going to take, I mean, we're already at 700 words right here, guys. I mean, this is going to be a powerhouse article, possibly 4,000 words. I'm going to push pause. We'll be right back. Okay. So that literally took about 3 minutes. Not too bad. As suspected, we have almost a 4,500 word article. So you do need to kind of take note of how many headings you have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we have a ton of H3s inside of there. So you could actually get rid of the H3s and just go with the H2s. And that will probably cut down on the content. And then your frequently asked questions. So there's ways that obviously we could get rid of this, and possibly the word count is too high and maybe we want to have it fall within that range. And if that's the case, then you will actually want to remove some of this content. But we're going to keep it for now. It definitely creates more than enough content. We can go and read through this. Stick to a study schedule. When it comes to studying for an exam, it's important to stick to a study schedule. One way to do this is by using a planner and so forth, right? So we can export this to the editor at this point. And then this is where it's going to give us a content score of 61 out of 100, and it wants us to go 80 plus. So we need to go 19. And that we're going to do that by key terms. We're missing some key terms. Current key terms usage is 36, suggested is 49. So use at least 13 from the following key terms right here. And what you could easily do is grab these right here. And you could go into ChatGPT and you could say, add a comma to between all these keywords. I'm going to paste those in. Actually, we don't need to, because the way that it copied, we don't need to do that. So that's really cool. So actually, we can just say, write a paragraph and include all these keywords. And boom, it's going to go and do the best that it can at creating an article with these keywords. I'm sure it didn't use all of them, but we can just for fun copy that, go back into Scalenut over here. And for fun, I'm just going to paste that in right there. And we're going to see that this is going to go up to a 77. It's insane. We're all good with key terms, content depth, keyword density. So you just go down here and fix all these issues right here. And we're easily going to get over that, the curve there. Current total word count suggested 3,300. It's in yellow, so that's a minor issue, but current bold word count is 0, suggested 93. So we need to go through and bold a bunch of content. Let's just see for fun. I'm just going to grab all that and just bold it for fun. And does that change? It did move up our score just to show that we are meeting suggested. Oh, yeah, we did way too much. Okay, so let's just take that down. So this is kind of like how this works. Obviously, I'm trying to take off the bold, but it's not really letting me. Essentially, another cool thing that you can do is we're almost there. So this sentence right here should do it. I did way too much. So you'll see that this should turn green now. Oh, we're almost there. Okay, yeah. So the current bold count, it turned green and we're at a 79 right there. So we could use these right here. They're minor though, but right here, current number of images. So if we added 17 images, this is easily going to go over 80 right there. And we can go over here, H1 should be different from the meta title, the study cycle and quizzes. And so that should give us some points right there because we just used quizzes. And avoiding distraction. So you'll see we're using distraction right here. Okay, I added flashcards with an H2 in it. That will highlight as well. So you're going to see that these are not as impactful as some of them, right? And let's see if the 4,600, if we get this down, if we remove the content, let's just say we maybe get rid of the questions are not needed. We're answering a ton of questions. The 4,600 is going to go down to 4,100. So we still need to get rid of about 600 words. So what you could do is you could take right here, you could actually take this whole thing right here. See how I'm highlighting all this? We can exit all of that. You can use Murph, the software that I reviewed yesterday, I believe, or the day before, and you could actually use the summarizer in it, or because I'm a paid Quillbot member, I'll just grab Quillbot right here and we'll go over to the summarizer and we can just paste this in and say summarize into short. I really want it to be short, so I'm going to say summarize right here, and I guess we'll go a little bit longer than that, and then we could copy that right there and go back into Scalenut and right here just paste that in. So the word count is now right in line where it needs to be, turned green right there. But we did see that, and that's kind of the give and take. We lost a lot of content that was very contextual to the relevancy. And so our score actually went down to 74. So we just want to undo changes right there. But this is how you use the optimizer. There's obviously brief, research, AI templates, all kinds of good stuff right here. But last but not least, I want to say Control A, Control Copy, and we're going to go over to Originality and just paste this in and scan this into AI detection. And we're going to have 58% score. That's really good. Anything over 50%, I think, is doing really, really good with AI. So I'm pretty impressed with where Scalenut's at. That's actually an improvement from where it's at a couple months ago. We can take a little bit of this as well and put it in content at scale. Just going to go like that and see if it's too much content or not. And it is 76%. So pretty decent score there as well. So overall, I think Scalenut is still holding up strong with all the tools that it has. It has keyword clustering and keyword research, and it has it is a massive powerhouse tool. I think it's still relevant and still worth picking up if you want to take part in the Easter deal, then you're going to get 50% off annual plans, and that's running until April 10th. Link below. I will do more videos on Scalenut. We'll do some more testing as well. Also, my content on one of my sites that I created, a lot of content with Scalenut, is still ranking really, really well in the top 10 in Google. So the content does seem to stick, and Google seems to like it because it's so thorough. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and just kind of update on Scalenut. Let me know if you want more Scalenut videos, and if you want me to do some case studies using Scalenut to create content and rank that. So I will see you in the next video.